Yes, and my favorite part are the turtles. I
Uh-huh.
love looking and seeing them swimming by. Sometimes I'll bring like a little bag of frozen peas or something to
Mm-hmm.
feed them. It's just a great atmosphere out
Yeah,
there.
we had a couple snakes this
Oh
last time
boy.
too. I can confirm they stayed in the water though, but they were swimming around. Even during the sets, you can like see them swimming in the moat, so they were jamming out too.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, College Station? I'm Grace Hollowell, and today I'm joined once again by Jeep Wentsch, our recreation supervisor over special events from our Parks and Recreation Department. Hi, Jeep.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
We are here today to talk about the Starlight Music Series. We already had our first event and it was a blast. We have two more coming up this season, and we are filming today. It is May 4th, or May the 4th, Star Wars Day.
That's
So
right.
happy Star Wars Day.
Thanks, and to you
Speaking
too.
of Starlight, yes.
May the force be with you.
Yes, may the Force be with you. Are you a Star Wars fan?
No.
No?
Sorry.
Okay.
That was about all you're getting out of me. So
Totally fine, totally fine. So since we've had you on the show, tell us a little bit about how it's been going over in parks.
yeah, no, it's been a great time. I just have growing up have had a passion for being a professional fun haver, right?
Yeah.
And I think that our parks department in particular really emphasizes that as, fun and safety in the front hand, but making sure that everyone has the opportunity to do those things. And so we were planning a lot for a lot of our special events that were coming up, both internal and external, last time we sat. And so sitting on the other end of that, it was just a blast being able to see the fruits of your labor, finally come to fruition.
Yes, absolutely. And what is one thing that you wish that more people knew about our parks programs?
Yeah, I think that there's a little bit of something for everyone, right? And it may not seem as in your face until you look for it a little bit, but once you start to peel back those pages, check out our new rec guide that
Yes.
just dropped. We've got activities from youngsters to those that have retired and everyone in between. And just because you don't feel like parks program served you in the past doesn't mean that there isn't something that we're doing right now or in the future that would be of interest to you and your family.
Yes, absolutely. And what is your favorite thing about your job, or in the last, since we've talked, your favorite memory that has happened since then?
Yeah, I just kind of like I mentioned, I love seeing, your hard work paying off, And so the most recent Starlight event that we had on April 25th, we had Mike Ryan and William Beckman, and it was a stellar show. The weather was great. Everyone that was there was having a really great time. And so I feel like as someone that's been working really hard towards that, you really feed off that energy.
Yeah.
You're getting that immediate payback when people are cheering and screaming and singing along and having a great time.
Yes, absolutely. And Starlight is one of those unique events that we have every year, but it's always something new.
Yeah.
Like if you've gone to them in the past, there's always something new you can expect the next year.
Sure.
So how does what you do impact our community? I feel like
Yeah.
that's a big question.
Sure. Well, I like to think of it, plain and simple, the taxpayers. We are all taxpayers. Where is our money going, right?
Right.
And so, as an example for the Starlight series, this is us using, those funds to put on a free, accessible live music event where you may not have the opportunity to do so otherwise, and we want to highlight this amazing amphitheater that we have, this beautiful park, and kind of put a new lens to it. People love walking their dogs out there, working out there. And so whenever you're able to transform that space into a concert that's got this just sweet memory tied to it, I think that is what is kind of like the cherry on top of the cake.
Yes, and my favorite part are the turtles. I love looking and seeing them swimming by. Sometimes I'll bring like a little bag of frozen peas or something to feed them. It's just a great atmosphere out there.
We had a couple snakes this
Oh,
last time
boy.
too. I can confirm they stayed in the water though, but they were swimming around. Even during the sets, you can like see them swimming in the moat, so they were jamming out too.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is your favorite summer celebration memory?
Summer celebration memory. Well, for me, I grew up at going to summer camps my whole life.
Me
and
too.
So yeah, it was just a big part of my childhood, and it led into my adulthood. You know, I became a counselor afterwards, and so that in itself was a celebration for me. That's what I looked forward to. You know, going to school year long. It's like summer's here, school's out, let's go to camp. And so getting what that means to me is like getting together with friends, whether they live close to you. This is the only time and place you get to see them,
Right.
and kind of reconnect over memories, new experiences, and just being in a place where you feel like you can escape for a moment.
Yes, and a lot of the summer camps that our parks department offers, you can learn something too, whether it's a nature camp or a science camp.
Yeah.
That was always my favorite aspect of the camps. I would always try and choose a different theme or different type of camp to
Yeah.
learn something new.
That's what I like. Kind of what you mentioned are the different summer camp programs that we have offer a little bit of variety. You know, so there's a little bit of something for everyone's interest, I think.
Yes, absolutely. And what is something that most people don't know about Parks and Rec?
Something that most people don't know about Parks and Rec, something that I think is kind of fun is that a lot of our facilities and our pavilions, park pavilions, they're rentable spaces too. So some of them, especially our parks, are first come, first serve. But if you want to guarantee that you and your family can throw an awesome little picnic party at one of our park pavilions, or if you need some AC and some shade,
Yeah.
some of our rentable facilities like Southwood or Meyer Center, we have those opportunities for the public to use that space. You know, if your house maybe doesn't have quite enough space, or you know, whatever you're looking for, we have those spaces available for you. And I think that that's something, without looking, you may not realize that your park and rec department offers that.
Yes, and they're beautiful facilities too. I know we
Absolutely.
have different city events from time to time at them, and it just shows, especially on a nice sunny day, just how much we have to offer our community here.
Absolutely.
So getting more into Starlight for our listeners who may be new, what is the Starlight Music Series and what makes it such a special tradition in College Station?
Yeah, so Starlight Music Series has been going on for a little over 20 years now. And the format of it has shifted a little bit over the years, but what's remained true this whole time is that it is a free concert experience for everyone in the community and surrounding areas to come together and enjoy some awesome live music. And so we're carrying that tradition to this day. Right now, we've got 3 different nights of music. This year, we started with a country music act, which was amazing. This month, May 30th, we'll be doing our classic rock tribute night.
Yes.
And then June 13th, we'll be doing our Tejano music series. And I think the community really looks forward to this opportunity. One, it's free, you
Yeah.
know, so you can bring all your friends and family, not have to worry about admission tickets. You can kind of do it your own way too. You can sit in the grass. Kids are rolling down the hill the whole time.
Yeah.
Or you can bring a blanket or a chair, you know, kind of choose your seating style. We do welcome outside food and beverages, but we've also got food trucks there too. So we just are trying to cater to all different types of the population and offer some awesome music. You know, there's nothing like some live tunes under the stars.
Yes, and even if it's a band you've never heard of or a genre that isn't necessarily your thing, live music is always fun to experience, especially like you said, with your friends, your family. Just having that atmosphere is really, I think, quintessential to summer.
Yeah. Well, I would actually encourage people too. You see the artists and you're like, oh, I'm not sure I know them. Hey, it's free. Go
Right.
check it out. You've got nothing to lose. That may be your new favorite artist, or that genre that you were apprehensive about exploring. Maybe it's something that you find yourself tuning into more, and you would have never have known if you didn't check out Starlight, right?
Yes. So the music series has been around for about 20 years now. Why do you think it's remained so popular?
Yeah, I think so many people in the community have such fond memories being there. You know, the kiddos can kind of run around, and while you still got an eye on them, you also can kind of take a breath knowing that they're still confined in this area. So, you know, it gives parents a break a little bit. It's a chance for people to reconnect. And with such an kind of iconic venue, you've got a beautiful sunset background. You've got the moat with the turtles and the snakes and the fish swimming around. And then the acoustics themselves are pretty unbeatable. And so all of that comes together to make an awesome concert moment that I think spans the different generations. For those that have been with us since the beginning, they know how awesome it is. And for some of those that are new to the area and are looking for something fun, this is certainly one of those keystone programs that the city has kept alive and is going to continue to do so.
Yes, I know when I first moved to College Station, I lived not too far from Wolf Pen, and it was the summer night. My husband and I were in the house, and we're like, where's that music coming from? We hear it, and then we just kind of walked outside and followed it and stumbled upon Starlight, and it was a great time.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Pied Piper, right? You like hear the music, oh, what's going on? And then people are kind of trickling into the park, and that natural discovery, I think, is part of the charm of it too.
Yes, absolutely. So what can attendees expect from this year's lineup and overall experience?
Yeah, so first off, amazing music, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to our concert on the 30th of this month. We've got our ZZ Nation band coming, ZZ Top tribute, right? And then closing out the show, we're going to have Infinite Journey, who we saw last year for our I Heart America celebration.
Yes.
I got to tell you, I've had multiple people, when I just kind of talk about myself, what I do for work, always say, you bringing that Journey band back? We loved them. So we knew that we had to add them to our roster this year. So we're going to have some amazing music. You can look forward to, we've got food trucks out there as well, open seating, however you'd like to sit, and just kind of this open outdoor park atmosphere that's really going to just, it screams summer to me,
Yeah, absolutely. So can you walk us through a typical evening for the concert, from the time the gates open to the time the first band goes on stage?
Yeah. So when the gates open, I say you got to come on in, find your spot, right? So lay that blanket down, put those chairs down. I like to always do a walk of my little venue or area that I'm at, identify where the bathrooms are. Okay, that's where I'm going for that. We're going to have artists merch booths as well. Brian Broadcasting will be on scene too. They usually have some giveaways over there. And then we've got our Texas size selfies. So we've got some fun props where people can come and get a printed picture of themselves and their family with a cute backdrop.
Awesome. And I'm sure, too, for people that come every year, getting another picture to add to the list of Starlight photos is something that you definitely don't want to miss.
Right. What I love is that it's a printed photo, too,
Yes.
So it's a real keepsake from the event, and something that you can throw in a frame, I think. Let's bring back framed photos.
Yeah.
Put that on your desk at work, and you can get it printed for free at Starlight.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you recommend for first-time attendees to make the most out of the experience?
Yeah. So definitely bring something to sit on, whether it's a blanket or a chair that's going to improve your comfort level significantly. I would say it doesn't hurt to bring some water with you. While we do have food trucks that offer great drinks, great food, having a backup would be great as well. And it is picnic style. So if you're not seeing something with the food trucks that you're interested in, you're more than welcome to bring your own. We just ask no glass containers and no kegs brought on site. Everything else, do what you feel would make you comfortable throughout the 2 sets that we have at night.
Yes, and to clarify, is alcohol allowed outside of a keg in a glass bottle?
Yes, alcohol is allowed for those 21 and up.
Gotcha. Just no glass bottles, no kegs.
No glass, no keggers, please. It's not that kind of party.
Right.
All right? Family-friendly event.
Yes, absolutely. So since this is a free event, how do you manage the turnout to ensure a great and safe experience for everyone?
Yeah, so we've got amazing support from our fire department, police department, EMS. So we've always got a couple of them on our staff, our big city staff, to make sure that everyone there is behaving properly, that there are no obstacles in anyone's way, maintaining the fire lanes, right? All those standard safety protocols that help ensure a great event. Then, of course, our park staff that are there. We're out here, replacing the trash cans, working with the artists backstage, working with our sound and lighting contracted companies to make sure that everything runs on a smooth timeline and that we deliver an amazing performance for everyone that comes to check it out.
Yes. And one of those aspects I'm sure that is top of mind for y'all is parking.
Yes.
So where can people park when they come to the event?
Yeah, so there's actually a couple places. And so the parking that typically gets eaten up first, and a lot of it is handicap spacing. We have the direct parking lot at Starlight. So that's at Wolfpen Creek parking lot. Primarily, I would recommend people park at the Post Oak Mall, so the mall parking, and then there's pretty clear trail and path that leads straight to the back of the amphitheater. But you can also park along Colgate Street, which is just right where the park meets and where our Meyer Center is. So as long as there's no sign that says "Do not park here," you're more than welcome to park. But we definitely emphasize the mall.
Yes, and it is a short walk.
Yeah.
And I know that we had a question, I think, last time if there was a shuttle, but there is not a shuttle. It's just right across from, I believe, the J.C. Penney side of the mall.
That's correct.
So why is it important to offer these free family-friendly events such as Starlight?
Yeah. Well, I think everyone comes from different backgrounds and experiences, right? And so when you create this event where anyone can gather, I think that you get a real sense of what your community is, right? You know, you're getting people from down the street. You may be getting people from several miles away that are still in our county that you may not get to see all the time. And so this creates an opportunity for young ones, old ones, everyone in between, all walks of life to come together and celebrate some awesome music that I think everyone can agree. Everyone loves music, right?
Right.
Who doesn't love music? And so this kind of creates a perfect place to bring everyone together and have an awesome time.
Yes, and I'm sure, I know that your staff, there's a lot that goes into the planning behind the scenes. So can you walk us through what it looks like planning this event months in advance?
Yeah, sure. So I think the first thing that we're doing is we're reaching out to our sound and lighting team, making sure that we've got some awesome speakers and lighting equipment for whoever our performers are. And at the same time, searching for our performers, you know. We want to make sure that we're finding those that we feel like are in the genres that we want to showcase for that particular year. And so those are the things that we start on the soonest. They typically take the longest time. But from there, we're kind of fast forwarding to, we're making sure that all that we need to ensure we have a safe event is in place. So we're contacting our friends over at PD, over at Fire, and making sure that their presence is there and that they're going to be able to protect our citizens. We're also making sure that we've got our food trucks there. Any vendors that are going to join us, we want to make sure that they have enough time to set up and operate. And then after that, we're kind of boots on the ground. You know, we're advertising and then we're there at the fest, always doing checks around. Hey, are these trash cans full? What are our restrooms looking like right now?
Right.
We want to make sure that it's the most enjoyable experience that someone can get. And with that takes, you know, lots of heads walking around on a swivel and making sure that everything is as good as we can do.
Yes, absolutely. And as we've seen the last couple weeks here, the weather can kind of be unpredictable.
Of course.
So let's talk about how y'all prepare for maybe some unexpected weather changes.
Yeah, so weather's a really tough one. You can't control Mother Nature. You can always make your best educated guess. So if we do ever expect serious weather on the day of the concert, we will likely pivot and try and switch to a different location. It will not be the same size as our park, but you know, we want to try and keep the show going on. If there were ever inclement weather day of that was maybe a little bit more unpredictable, we have safety guidelines that we can follow to make sure that everyone is safe, like our College Station lightning alert system.
Yes.
Right. So a big alarm will go off if there has been a lightning strike within 10 miles of our park, and that will let us know that we need to inform the public that we recommend everyone take shelter, and our timer starts right then, that 30-minute timer. Hopefully once that hits 0, that's when we can reassess and say, hey, okay, we had to take a quick pause, but let's get this show back on the road.
Yes, we are prepared for any scenario.
Yeah, our biggest thing is communication. So
Right.
whatever we're anticipating, we're letting the public know so that there's not a lot of people kind of guessing what move they should make. Safety is our number one priority, and so we're going to be transparent about that from start to finish.
Yes, and the Parks and Recreation social media accounts, Facebook and Instagram, are a great way to stay up to date. Definitely, if you're questioning whether the event is still going on, check those out. I know y'all are posting updates all the
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. Yeah, social media, it's the new wave. It's, that instant news feed right in your pocket. So definitely recommend following our Facebook and Instagram. We're going to have live updates, whether it's about weather, about our artists, what you can find at the event. It's kind of the perfect source of information that you could have.
Yes, and another great source is, like we talked about, the Rec Connect.
Yeah.
The brand new edition is out now online digitally, and I believe it'll be printed soon.
Absolutely.
So what can people find in the guide?
Yeah. So you can find a list of our special events. This guide goes all the way to the summer. So you'll see all of our summer events. We're going to have some awesome summer programming as well. So some of those are one-off events, like some of our birding events at our Gary Holter Nature Center. But as well as you can find information about our summer camps. Our aquatics is now open.
Yes.
Will be open soon. So our pools will be open, and you can get information about pricing and hours, as well as swim lessons. And then, of course, our athletics department. So we've got a lot of different areas within the Parks and Rec realm that you can flip through that guide and say, oh, if I want to do sports, I'm on this page. I want to go swimming, this page. What's the senior center doing? We've got all of that information in the guide.
Yes. And are there other events coming up that you're most excited for this season?
Yeah. So, of course, Starlight, super excited about our remaining two, but our I Heart America celebration is going to be one to remember. It's the 250th anniversary of our nation, and we're going to have an amazing fireworks show. We're hoping to release our performer somewhat soon, and we're expecting a larger crowd than ever. And so we're trying to cater to that and make sure that we just have an awesome, memorable event, bigger than I Heart America has ever been.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I can promise you that. It's going to be a great
one. Okay, so where else besides the Rec Connect guide can people find more information about our parks programs and events?
Yeah, so you can check out cstx.gov/parks, as well as our social media channels on Facebook and Instagram. We're constantly updating on our social media pages, and then with our website, you can find information about pricing. You can find registration there, photos. There's a lot of content on our website as well as on our social media pages. So I encourage everyone to kind of look around all of our different formats and see which one speaks to you most.
Awesome. Well, before we wrap up here, we have a fun little lightning round of questions.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Lawn chair or blanket?
I'm going to have to go lawn chair, I think.
Yeah, me too. Favorite music genre featured in the series?
Classic rock.
Classic
rock.
Gotta
grew up
be.
on it. Yeah.
Go-to concert snack?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah,
Okay.
just love some chocolate, like a Kit Kat bar, some
Yeah.
M&Ms. Yeah.
Awesome. Your best spot at the amphitheater?
Well, backstage.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Obviously.
Sorry to everyone watching, but yeah, I get a view unlike anyone else. So
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
And finally, one word to describe the Starlight Music Series.
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Jeep. Today has been amazing.
Yeah.
One more time, where can people find out more?
So you can check us out at cstx.gov/parks. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram and check our rec guide.
Awesome. And that's what's up.